CoCoTALK After Dark. CoCoTALK After Dark.
Good evening, everybody. We're here. We haven't had enough CoCoTALK, so we want more. And we've got a panel of luminaries and wildlife and all sorts of. We even have Jim Brain from Retro Innovations on the panel, blessing us with his presence. Hello, panel, and hello, Jim Brain.
So somehow separate from the panel.
Yo.
Oh yeah, you are.
Great, I don't even get to be part of the panel when I'm on the panel.
You're in a league all your own.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
something like that.
Well, thanks for jumping over from your Commodore convention and Amiga hijinks to be with us.
Is that or wash my hair again.
Yeah. Well, did any of you catch the show today? We were going to do a weekly game high score contest, and this coming week is going to be Donkey King. So we'll perhaps do a little bit of playthrough on that. And then it's a good excuse to kind of advertise Discord, where we're going to post the scores and get a little bit of our juices flowing on in a competitive environment. So do people like that idea? Will it encourage you to play some games? I think James Diffendaffer, you mentioned you haven't played a game in a while.
Yeah, I have not played a Coco game on my new computer, which I set up in November. So I'm still trying to find Donkey King. So
That's all right. I've got Donkey King running. As you can see, it's in the correct color set, which means my green screen is now purple. But when it quits over to P Mode 4, it is in the correct colors. So, John, Laury, you weren't on the show today. What were you up to, and what have you got going on in the world of Coco?
Not a whole lot going on right now. I did actually watch half the show. I just didn't join the panel, but I watched an hour or so of it. I think I came in during the news when Curtis was going over the fart detector, which, by the way, I'm the one who posted that in Facebook, specifically because I knew Curtis would make it part of the news. So ironically, I joined just at the time that he was going over that during the news. And but other than that, I've been tinkering around with CoCoVGA a little bit, trying to get that figured out. It's not that easy because you have to basically put together a 512 byte chunk of numbers, which determine what function you're doing and what color set you're loading into the palette and so on and so forth. Then you have to actually wait for a vertical sync because it actually uploads the information in between frames during the vertical blanking field. So trying to get all that figured out, and it would be nice to actually ultimately develop some routines, some machine language routines that you could either add some functionality to basic, like a palette command, like Coco 3 has a palette command, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice for the Coco 2 to have a palette command, or at least some sort of binary executable where you could load it and execute it, and then on the same command line give it some values or something like that to punch into the palette registers.
Yeah, because you're pretty much stuck with whatever screen mode you choose, right?
Well, CoCoVGA primarily works in P Mode 3, which gives you that 128 by 96 resolution with 16 colors per pixel as your trade-off. So you get less of the resolution of a standard Coco, the 256 by 192. You get half of that, 128 by 96. But the trade-off is instead of 2 colors, you get 16. So you could do some pretty cool games and things like that. You just have to learn to work with the lower resolution. But you have the positive aspect of the higher color set.
Now, do you have a YouTube channel or anything where you'll be posting kind of updates, or would you be willing to do some updates on the show? Because I'd like to know more about CoCoVGA.
Yeah, once I get it figured out and worked out, there's a page on the CoCoVGA website that kind of goes over how to do things, and I did put together one assembly language program, but it didn't seem to work because I was trying to basically just modify the color palette, and it didn't work. So I don't know where I'm at on that. I need to touch base with Simon. Seems to, he had that one Taurus thing working where he was cycling through colors, and he actually gave me his code on how to modify the palette there, but I couldn't seem to get it running. So yeah, once I get something going, I'll have things to share with the group. And like I said, ultimately, it'd be nice to have an executable program where you could, through one method or another, feed 16 different color values into the program and have it set the color palettes for it. So we would have something similar to a palette command for CoCoVGA would be nice to have, because it is a bit of a pain to actually do it yourself. You have to set a whole bunch of stuff up and wait for that vertical sync, and everything has to be done from machine language. So basically, once I get it figured out, I can just write a routine that will, parse the command line and dig whatever values out you give it for whatever, like you'd have just 16 numbers in a row, and those numbers represent the values you want to punch into the palette registers.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
That way you could just execute the program and punch in the numbers that you want, and then when it's done, it'll change the color palette, just like a palette command.
Yeah, I was just thinking with SDC DOS, I was thinking you could add those commands, but really you can't, except for Coco 3 because it's all in ROM. So.
You could put a regular Coco in all RAM mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how CoCoVGA works. That's how the oh well, wait a minute. Let me think here.
It has to be a 64K Coco.
I'm not sure
if
it does use all RAM or ROM. Yeah, no, it does, because the 64 column screen requires it to be in all RAM mode, and the way you get back to 32 column screen is to poke FFDE, 0, which turns off the all RAM back to ROM. So,
yeah, well.
So yeah, definitely the Coco 1 and 2 can be in all RAM. That's how OS 9 level 1 OS 9 works. You're in all RAM mode.
Yeah, there's definitely a hurdle for entry on CoCoVGA, so anything that could make that easier to use be good.
Yeah, I think the more easier it is to use, people who program in BASIC like exclusively, that could use some sort of like routines to modify the palettes, or even just kick the mode in. It's basically a P mode 3 screen, but you have to punch in some values to get to where you want to make sure that you're in the CoCoVGA mode. So it would be nice to have a command to kick, like to turn on the CoCoVGA mode, or change the palettes and things like that. And that, I think people would maybe program more from BASIC and whatnot. And also, to be able to load a screen, which is fairly simple and easy to do, because it's just, you can dump a screen out to disk. I've actually done that already. But it'd be nice to be able to dump a screen out to disk and also dump the palettes out with it. That's kind of what Ed was doing, sets up. Because I set up the screen so that it was a bunch of checkers, and I was using the standard palette that it turns on to make red and white checkers. And then when I got done, I saved out the screen, and then you could reload the screen back and it comes right back. But I was using the standard color set, so the palettes lined up and matched. But if you changed the palettes when you save out the screen, you're going to want to save out the palettes with it. That's kind of what VG6 the VG6 mode does, because Ed created a format basically, which is essentially a screen dump and the palette set. But when you load it back in, it loads everything. It loads the screen in itself, but it also sets the palette as well.
And Al Hartman has a few comments. Maybe the vertical sync timing is different on a 60 hertz NTSC CoCo. He's talking about your comment about Simon.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
what the code Simon gave you was specifically, I believe, for NTSC, because Simon does, take into consideration the fact that he works primarily with PAL machines, but he writes code for both of them. Simon is very prolific when it comes to coding.
Yeah, and Richard Lorbieski is asking if we have a social life. Clearly not, Richard.
Sometimes yeah, sometimes no.
Yeah, clearly not tonight.
More no than yes.
D. Bruce Moore was not on the show today. I thought there was a new Joey and Coco. I got so panicked because I didn't want to miss it, and I hadn't seen that Joey and Coco, but it apparently was from last week, so we didn't talk about that. Will there be a new Joey and Coco next week? D. Bruce Moore.
Hello. Sorry, I came in at the end of that. No, I didn't have a Joey and Coco this week. I've been trying to program instead.
No, he's not muted.
No, he's. Can you hear him now?
Check one.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can't hear him.
Oh, John Laury can't hear you. I don't know.
That's weird.
That's weird, because I can hear you.
Can everybody? I mean, how many people?
Uh,
Check. Can you hear him?
I'm.
I can hear both of you, but yeah, I can
hear
hear
you, but
Bruce is only coming in through the left channel.
How about now? Oh, that's a Bruce Moore specialty. He comes over in mono.
Okay.
That's normal.
Oh. Maybe your left. Maybe John's
Coming
left
over
channel.
at
doesn't
zero
work.
right now for me. I can't hear him.
Okay, I tried sharing system sound just in case through Zoom, just in case that was it. But
One of
okay.
these days, I'm gonna trade in this audio interface.
All right, Ben Drakes can hear you, and so everyone can hear you except for John Laury. But go ahead, tell us what you've been working on with programming, Bruce.
I probably shouldn't say yet.
Oh, okay, but I mean, can you be more general
For
about it?
CoCoFest.
Like compile basic, or are you doing OS 9, or?
Machine language and basic.
Okay.
Yeah, combo.
But the big thing is you're trying to use basic and a cartridge, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
okay? So you've been asking about like MPIs and whatnot on Facebook. What was the response to the Facebook questions that you asked?
Well, that and my own experiments. It's like, sure, you can switch. You can get the MPI going. You can get a couple, like an SDC and a cartridge in there. But when you tell the MPI to switch, the cartridge takes over.
Got it.
And it's, that wasn't what I was hoping would happen. I still wanted the disc.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah. Oh, unmuted by host. Okay.
Oh, I didn't touch anything.
That was weird. I thought I was muted and then suddenly unmuted.
No, I was talking about Chet had a new picture of a butt behind him, and I was
Okay.
I thought that was more important, so that's what I was doing. Yeah, everything looks fine on Zoom. I don't know what's going on, but so you've got some programming stuff. We'll stay tuned for new Joey and Coco's, and what about system hacked?
Well, it's out there. It's there's a commercial saying that it is available, but somehow it didn't make it into the rotation. So the book System Hacked is there for your reading pleasure. You can get it on Amazon. True story. Names have been anonymized to protect the guilty.
All right, so it is available on Amazon. Why don't we I think I have it ready to go from one of my previous hosting gigs. So why don't we play it right now? real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why not?
All situations depicted in this trailer actually happened. This true story has been anonymized to protect the guilty. Starting in the dead of winter, a group of bored teenagers blew stuff up, learned code cracking, learned phone freaking, hijacked and hacked. No system was safe. No one could catch them, or so they thought. A true story at the dawn of the internet. System hacked.
On Amazon and Apple Books, iBooks.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Apple Books has got a whole lot of extra multimedia content. Yeah. Yeah, basically that's something that happened in my high school, and although I had graduated at that point, I was still new. I still know who all the players were. So no, I did not engage in any of the nefarious activities, but I know who did. I know where the bodies are.
Oh, of course not. Of course, you wouldn't have done that. Cool. Well, anything else on your mind about CoCoFest, or we can loop back to you?
Oh, just Jacob and I are coming, and I'm looking at making a big banner and putting it up on the wall, and going all in.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm really looking forward to it. We both are.
All right. Well, speaking of guys who know a few things about Cocos, James Diffendaffer, we haven't seen you in a while on the show. What have you been up to?
Oh, not a whole lot. I've been busy job hunting and stuff like that. I finally got my PC set up to build the multi-arcade machine emulator again, and I'm going to work on the 6303 support for the MC10 emulation. I had that about working, and then I started having machine problems and got sidetracked. And then I've got several things to do for other people that I promised, and I'll work on those. Nothing I'm going to talk about publicly, but just doing some programming.
Are you implicated in the book called System Hacked?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure. Well, it's glad to have you here. Retro Innovations been very, very light on the trolling lately. You did have a troll today when we announced the fart detector.
Indeed. Well,
Yep.
I would have been silent, but you've been dissing my CPU fan, man.
Which one?
You crazy crazy 6502 hater. I mean, goodness gracious.
Well, you can't do. We were talking about OS 9 and multitasking and running full screen windows, and you can't do anything even with a super CPU on a Commodore.
Yeah. Here, kid, go get a real CPU.
Yeah. Yeah. Multitasking on a 6502. Oh.
You guys. Let me check out how many graphical operating systems there are for your platform there. Oh, right. Nothing nearly as famous as Geos. Okay, well, thanks for playing. Here's some consolation prizes.
Geos, you got 64K to work with and a ginormous RAM disk if you have extra RAM, like on my Ultimate 64.
Well, see.
What can you... I don't even know what am I going to do with Geos. I still haven't figured it out. I figured I'll make a Telnet session into OS 9.
I think there's at least 4 programs for it.
There is.
Well, even more if you tell them that into use it as a terminal for OS 9.
It's okay. Diss all you want. Diss all you want.
Well, Jim, I've been very rough on you over the last
Hey.
year. All of your product announcements that have come and gone. Will we be expecting shippable product this year at Coco Fest?
We should. Goodness. It's about time, isn't it? Right? I mean, vaporware only works so long, and then you got to actually ship something. So.
Do you care to be more specific, or should we assume it's a certain extender and perhaps a MIDI thing? And
well, MIDI thing for sure is going to happen. I think the only thing waiting right now is I've got Bruce's older MIDI cartridge here that is, I mean, obviously it works, but his MIDI cartridge was missing. Brian Schubring. So, did you get that, Bruce?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. Yes, got it.
Sorry,
yeah,
Brian,
me.
not Bruce. Anyway, Brian gave me his, or loaned me his, let's see, it'd be the MIDI Speech Systems Coco MIDI cartridge the other day, just to make sure that the one I was designing operates exactly the same way. His unit does not have a MIDI in connector. It just has MIDI out. It looks like it had it at one point and it was taken off. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is there, but I told him I'd put one on before I sent it back. So I ordered parts. Soon as they arrive, I'm going to put that in there. And I know that sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with it, but I was going to ship the new cartridge, the new cartridge that I have designed back with this one. Have Brian do some final tests, make sure that there's no surprises, and then we should be able to get the order page set up, and folks can start doing, I guess, well, the kits and the bare PCBs can be ordered right away. There's nothing wrong with them. The finished units probably won't show up. It takes about 30 business days to build the units, so I can't remember how many days there are left between now and CoCoFest, but it's getting pretty close. I would assume there's probably 60 days left between now and CoCoFest. Is that right? 90 days? How many days is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, so anyway, so I have a feeling that units won't ship until just right before. But looks like it's, I mean, I don't foresee there being any issues. Brian can find on the unit. And I have a source of 68 50 chips, so we should have plenty of those. That's the only part on it that's kind of new old stock. The rest of it's new stuff. So that shouldn't be too terrible. I will try to get the extender done on for the unit. I think there's a couple other things. Fortunately, I can't talk about them just yet. Folks are still finishing up some stuff they want to do, and then they're going to make some announcements. And so hopefully there'll be a couple other things that'll be interesting. I can bring to the show that'll ship. People be kind of interested in playing around with. So I'm hoping to have at least the MIDI pack and the extender ready to go by then, so people can pick them up at the show. And we'll see if anything else materializes between now and then or not.
All right.
I think I'm still waiting on. So Chris Burke has my Coco Mim Jr., and he's hopefully working on it to try and get Nitrous 9 Level 2 running on it.
Oh, good.
I know. So I bet that I really can't move forward on that until, I mean, I know the hardware works. It probably has a bug or two, but until we can try to get far along on Nitrous 9 Level 2 to figure out what those bugs are, can't really put the unit in production. So I'm just waiting for Chris to tell me it's got a clean bill of health, or here's something that's wrong with it. How do we fix that so I can fix it so we can move forward? But that's kind of the holdup on those. There's not really much more to do with the hardware on that. It's just a matter of making sure the software will run.
Is it the junior or the senior?
The junior. The
Okay.
junior is the one there. The senior is working. I think the question I have is, um, so when I started working on CoCoMem, I was thinking, oh, hey, I want to plug this into the Gimme socket because that's basically the only socket there is on the Coco 3 that's got enough I/O, that you can, there's the CPU's not socketed and a lot of the other stuff on the board's not socketed, but the Gimme was socketed. But I started working on that, and it does work. I had Nitrous 9 running on it, and that's fine. Curtis has got one of them right now. I think he was going to do some work to try and see if he could get the extra tasks to work under Nitrous 9 level 2. But I think ultimately, I'm not sure if it's. I don't know if it's going to make sense for it to be a product because I think everybody is waiting for Gimme X, and
Yeah.
there's only so much stuff you can put in the Gimme socket, and I have a feeling if people have a choice, they're probably going to want to put a Gimme X in there.
So I have to ask the question though: can you plug a Gimme X into the CoCoMem?
Yeah, should be able to. There'd be no reason to. I mean, logically you could. Physically, I don't know how much room there is in the case
Before you
right?
hit the top of the
Before
case.
you hit the top.
Yeah.
Because the connectors that it uses to plug into the PLCC socket, they're pretty tall, and you'd have two of them. So I'm trying to think how tall the case is. Pretty tall, so maybe it'd fit. But yeah, that's a possibility. But I think all in all, it makes more sense to publish the design and then kind of recommend to Ed that the next version of, or the next revision of the Gimme X just includes some extra RAM because
Yep.
it'd be ideal. Just, I mean, RAM's the simpler of the two things to add to the design. The extra video modes and all that's much more complicated than putting.
Yeah,
memory
and
on.
Curtis has already kind of brought that to his attention. But yeah, anything you can do to get more RAM on that board would be good.
Well, I know they'd talked about it for a while with Ed to put just, hey, just throw some more RAM on there. But Ed was concerned that it would um, complicate the design, and he really wanted to get the Gimme part of it working first, which is, I mean, it's not wrong. Um, it's just a matter of there'll be kind of a first wave of people that buy the unit, and it'll just be the Gimme X, and then I assume there'd be another revision of the board, which will include some more RAM. My main thing is to try and make sense of how to put more than 2 meg of RAM on there because there's um, there's some cool ways that you could put additional RAM on the board. The way that Paul Barton did it with the NoCan board, I mean, it works, but it's it's kind of hokey the way that you set up the registers for the greater than 2 meg of RAM, and it'd be nicer if there was a more um, I guess a more logical way to set up the additional RAM on there. So I'm hoping that even if the design doesn't get used per se, that the methodology to add that to access those additional banks is in place, with the Gimme X and whatnot. We'll see.
Yep. So Richard Lorbieski is saying it wouldn't work to stack them. It would hit the keyboard.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
Yeah.
I figured if there was going to be a problem, it'd be physical.
Yep. Is that the only? Was that the big benefit of the CoCoMem Senior? Was the memory? Did it have any other features?
Not well. I mean, since it's not finished yet, it could have other features, but I wasn't. I mean, I think Curtis and I talked about like a blitter and some other kind of video capabilities, but again, those are best put in the Gimme.
Yep.
As video capabilities rather than the RAM expansion.
Yeah, I think Chet would vote for the blitter.
Yep, I agree.
Ditto.
Yep.
Cool. Will you be bringing any giant retro televisions to CoCoFest or?
I was thinking about it. I had the big console TV, and it was a real big hit at VCF Midwest last year. Lots of people were sitting there watching it. That and the Laserdisc player, because we were watching Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark and can't remember what else we were watching. So I don't know. We got a plenty large enough venue this year to bring the TV. But it's a beast. It takes the entire back seat of the SUV. So bringing it in, luckily it's on rollers, so it's not, it'd be kind of a non-starter to bring it to the Lombard location, but this one's on the ground floor, so if we can get it down on the sidewalk, then we can just roll it in. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind bringing it. Problem I had during the Midwest show was I set it up, and so people started congregating around it, and then the exhibitors right next to us were kind of like, "You're not gonna have that thing playing TV all weekend," and I'm like, oh, probably not, because we'll put games on it, right? But they were like not sure about that, and because they didn't want this huge crowd right behind them, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know, I think that'd be a cool thing to have a big crowd there, because some of them will be looking at your project too, but whatever.
Yeah, why would you want people around your table?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. They just seemed a little bit like taken aback, so it was okay. I mean, people dropped by and played games on it for a little bit, but it wasn't. I mean, there was lots of movement. I don't think anybody stuck around and clogged up the hall.
Richard Lorbieski says you should bring the TV because it's more entertaining than you.
Cute.
He's
very, very funny.
He's trolling us in the chat. And then Dave and Sharon, Mr. Dave 6809, I'm trying to get him on the panel. He's a hardware guy, and I know he's got some projects over there. Dave, if you want to pop onto Zoom, feel free. You'd be very welcome. And Mike Sieneke, welcome. Jay Brevin. Who else has joined? We got 15 sorry people watching. I apologize to each and every one of you.
We're sorry.
We're sorry. But please welcome. You can see the Zoom link is in the chat, and join the panel. And speaking of guys on the panel, Tom C is out there from Joyzy. Tom, are you?
Yes, sir.
What have you got going on? Oh, look, we even get live video. Oh, I've got a.
For
I think.
once, yeah.
Yeah, we got to spotlight that. We rarely get a image of Tom C in the flesh, and it looks like you may have joined the Taliban or perhaps ISIS. You've got quite a beard there.
Oh, it's my best Ron Delvaux. So.
That's true.
No, I'm just hanging around in the, I guess what you might call the arcade room here a little bit.
Yeah, I thought you were at a rave.
No, not exactly. It's kind of decorated a little bit, a few lights and whatnot, but no, it's not a rave. Not at this age.
Yeah. Anything new you got there in your collection of arcade cabinets?
No, not really so much. The only thing recently is that I did struggle for many years with this one particular machine that I've had forever. And finally, within the last week or so, I actually managed to finally get it to function. It's been a thorn in my side forever. It's probably one of the first cabinets I owned and the one that gave me the most trouble over the years.
So the scramble unit was not working until recently?
No, it was not. I've owned it 20 years, and it's probably worked a total of about 6 hours the whole time I've owned it.
What was the problem?
It kept blowing the monitors out, and I had 3 different monitors in it, and I could not figure out why the monitors would blow out. And I think it was just a combination of dumb luck, and I think the isolation transformer might have been bad because I decided to change it, even though it tested okay, but. I don't know. This monitor's working in it now, and it's been working for a couple weeks now. So it's the longest it's run without a problem. Let's just put it that way. So I'm assuming that was probably part of the problem.
All right. Very good. Very good. And what do you have plans on visiting any of the retro events this summer, like CoCoFest?
Yes, I do have plans to possibly go to CoCoFest. Yes, it's it's in the plans to do so. So,
Okay. Will you be? Can we expect the beard or a different kind of look?
well, that's, I don't know. It's April, so the beard might be gone by then.
All right. All right. Just want to be prepared.
I take it off for the summer. It's, I only wear it in the wintertime.
Well, cool. Well, anything else in your mind? Are you going to join the Donkey King Challenge from Dave6809 on Discord?
I've already got the 55-inch TV. Well, you probably can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I got the. I was already experimenting with it, and I moved the necessary disk file here to be able to do that. Be able to play it on the main machine here.
Okay.
So, so I guess I'll probably be joining you, at least for a little bit anyway. I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't, I am on the East Coast. It is getting late here, but.
Yeah, I thought Nick Marotta and a few others would join us, so I got my Donkey King up and ready, but really the goal is to just post your high score in Discord over the next week, so you should have plenty of time.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, but no, I have it running. I already tested it. It does run on here, so.
Alrighty.
I'm good to go.
Very good. And
Okay.
Chet, we've had two butt pictures, but I do expect you to keep freshening it up with new butts.
Oh, I have a whole lineup for the evening.
Okay.
I'm butt rich over here.
All right. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Yes.
You have a monkey butt fetish?
No. But that right there is one spectacular ass.
If you're a monkey, I would imagine that's pretty good for what you're looking for.
Yep, it certainly is.
And what can we expect? You are not going to CoCoFest, but what are your plans for the next 2 months? Or just keep plugging away at Digger 3 and your sound projects?
Well, I've got a bug that I've got to get fixed up in Digger. I mean, the levels are done, but it crashes pretty quickly into it, so it's been a very difficult one to fix. So once that's done, I'm going to get Digger out, and then after that, I'm going to be working on some of this circuit design. I got some things that I need to flush out, and I ordered a bunch of ICs yesterday so that I can start getting some of it onto a breadboard and flushing out some of the bugs and issues with it. So that's going to hopefully get some of that done by the fest. I'd like to get something like the split screen circuit done, and get that into Digger so that you've got maybe something at the top and bottom of the screen, or maybe some effects in there that are low CPU, and then I got some stuff for sound and as well as video that I want to take a look at. I won't get started on some of that stuff until probably summer though.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll keep looking for your updates, and I'm sure you'll be posting stuff on Facebook and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's been a bit hectic last couple of weeks. Been trying to get some stuff around non-Coco related, but that's kind of winding down. So I'll get as soon as I flush the stuff out with Digger, I'll be posting a bit more stuff about some of the hardware stuff that I'll be doing, because I'd really like to offload some of that. Some of the tasks off of the CPU, particularly for rendering.
So does that mean there's going to be a hardware? Is that just for your development, or are you really going to release some hardware that people can use to play Digger 3 with?
No, I'm going to release some real hardware. It'll be optional. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have any way to auto detect it or whatever. You may have to make a selection, but it'll be it'll have some optional additions to it that you can activate, that will give it a few more features that you'll see. Nothing really spectacular, just more of a user panel, and the top and the bottom with your score, maybe some information about how much gold you've collected. Some of the stuff that you see in between the the levels during the intermissions where it tells you how much gold you've got, how many lives or how many lives you have left, how many hearts you've collected and stuff. We'll get more of that on screen. We do have some on the screen right now, but I'd like to but the more of that I can offload to something else, the better. That way, 'cause I'm not redrawing at every screen or every frame, then that means there's more that I can do other places. So that is something that I want to get done for the fest. And I may throw a DAC on it for the hell of it, just to make it a little more appealing. But instead of using the 6-bit sound in the CoCo.
Would moving to a 6309 only game, would that help you at all or no?
Oh, certainly. I mean, you've got a lot of benefit there, but at the same time, you're essentially, if you're going to do it right and you want to get the most out of it, you're really going to end up rewriting your engine, specifically for the 6309, in order to take full advantage of it. I mean, I've seen some that have, some if-def stuff out. You've got you've got large code blocks that are completely different, but then you've got stuff that's intermixed within that pipeline that can be done much better with some of the 6309 instructions and a lot quicker. So yeah, the next engine that I do will actually, it may not even require a 6309 once I get some of this hardware done. Who knows?
All right. Well, I definitely want to make that. I wanted to make this latest Monkey Butt full screen because that is a they get even better each one you post. They really do.
It reminds me of Washington apples.
Cool. Well, anything else going on, folks? We can, I guess, have a short after dark. Anyone want to talk about monkeys, butts, Coco Fest?
Well, who's doing that Donkey King challenge? I mean, is anybody going to play that live tonight? Maybe we get some people.
Well, we were going to play it live. I mean, we can do that. I have it ready to go. I've got some sound going on and everything.
Well, no, because there was. How many different versions of that were there for the Coco 2?
You mean just versions of Donkey Kong itself, or actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. You've got Monkey Kong, right? Donkey King.
Wasn't there like a Donkey Monkey?
Donkey Monkey. I think that was a 32K game.
Huh. Let's search that one up. Get a screenshot of some Donkey Monkey.
Okay. Yeah, does anyone else want to throw that up? I think Tom C has his Donkey King ready to go. I've got mine.
Oh, I could at a moment's notice. It's not up right this second, but I could have it up.
Yeah, I've got mine already up. I don't know if the sound will come through. It's just the video capture. Right, well. It seems to not respond when it's been sitting for a while. This Donkey Kong game, I have to restart it.
I'm assuming this is regular game too. Like you can't do the practice game thing, right?
Well, I don't really care at this point. It's you have a whole week to actually produce your high score to post to Discord, so this doesn't have to count.
That's good because my Coco's in the other room.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I need to get a setup so that I can run that and capture the video off of my Coco.
Yeah, so you want the StarTech device. It doesn't look like much, but it's really. I'll send you the link to
Okay.
it. It will play any kind of retro signal, and you just run it through XSplit.
Oh, okay, cool.
I had so many problems before with using different devices. So I'll get it's worth every penny. It's a little bit more expensive. I don't know, it was like $150, but it just works. Oops. Oh,
did those scroll off to the right of the screen?
which things?
Those barrels.
Oh.
You can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time.
No. Well, of course, I don't expect the barrel to fall straight down on me. That doesn't happen usually.
Yeah, actually, I think it goes diagonal, but yeah, it comes down to start the fire.
Can you share a link for the device, StarTech? Kevin Becker says. Well, I can't while I'm playing Donkey King, but I can in a minute, Kevin. Yeah, I'll go onto my Amazon and get it. Maybe.
Yeah, the physics of cybersex prevent that.
Yes, exactly. Maybe Tom can start to take over the Donkey Kong stream. Oh.
Well, I am using my phone, so let's see here. Let's see if I can find a way to make this work.
Man, you look like that one guy in that one film, man.
All the problems I got.
Oh, like
I look like what guy?
George Clooney.
Yeah, like that one.
That guy.
Yeah.
Like George Clooney in Syriana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe I got to get rid of this thing, sooner than I thought. It's going to be hard to play for me. It's going to be hard for me to hold the phone and play though.
Actually, I like George Clooney. He's pretty chill, man.
Yeah.
He's a pretty chill kind of guy.
You need to get like one of those like phone tripod things for this.
Yeah, well, you don't have any way of porting in Mame directly into your.
Not from down here, no.
All right. Well, we got to get you this capture.
If I was upstairs in my normal spot where where my real Coco and everything is, yeah, I got all that set up, but not down here.
Oh, I think I put on practice mode, so this is never gonna end. Okay.
It just takes some.
Like 9 guys or something. So.
Yeah.
Just take some string and a couple pieces of gum.
Yeah, I'll start that up in a second. Somebody wanted. Let's see, we lost Retro Innovations.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we still. Maybe we still have it.
Monkey.
Okay, Amazon.com. Let me get the link. Okay, orders, StarTech. Okay. Yeah, this is the capture card to rule them all. It's not very well designed because they have a breakout cable, which I hate. I wish they could have put all the ports on. But it works, so that's the most important thing. So here we go. Chet, and we've got, where's CoCoTALK and Discord.
Damn it.
Oops.
Here.
Chet Simpson. There we go. Okay, so everyone's got the link now.
Cool beans.
And let me spotlight Mr. Tom C.
Yeah, but I'm doing this one-handed over here because I'm holding on.
Yeah, forget about it.
You're doing what one-handed?
Yeah, well, keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Down in the basement, man.
It's actually the garage, but
Okay, one-handed in the garage, man. Take your pick.
No. You can't prop that phone up on something?
no, there's nothing. I was just trying to figure out.
A string and two pieces of gum, dude. Ceiling to the phone.
No, I don't have any. No.
All right. Well, I hope you brought your Dramamine.
I recommend Bubblicious. It's pretty durable.
Speaking of guys who doesn't have a capture card, Nick Marentes is here.
Hey, Nick.
What's this? I only see 4 colors up there.
Yeah.
Crappy software's that?
Yeah, well, there's only 2 real colors.
Well, there is actually only 2 real ones.
Yeah, 2 more colors than you got on yours.
Oh, we got the 2 colors. We got them in the wrong place.
Well,
At least it's not green.
it is
Yeah.
not green.
Yeah.
That would have been terrible.
Well, there is that other Donkey Kong which is green, isn't it? What's that other one?
Monkey Kong?
Yeah, I think that must be it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad a Donkey Kong, but yeah, too much green.
Here we go. So, Nick Marentes, you gonna do the Donkey King challenge next week?
Oh, how am I going to do that?
Well, you just post your high score and the high score screenshots. In
Oh,
Discord.
okay. Well, okay. I'll see if I get time. I'll play Donkey. You know, I've never played Donkey King.
Well, that's the whole point of this exercise, is that a lot of us
Play
don't...
games you haven't played for 40 years.
Exactly. Unless you...
How do you start a game on this? Once the game's over, how do you start another one?
I don't know. I think you might have to read the instructions, or there's a bug.
What's this? Read the instructions bit. Fail.
Yeah.
Well, I have to keep restarting it.
I got it.
Here, let me look up the
I
instructions.
think it involves pressing a button.
I think it does. Here, I'm going
There's
to go
one
on
here. It's called Power. Is that the one?
Color Computer Archive. Hold on. We'll find out.
No, I got it to go.
Did you press 1?
I pushed the enter, and then it went back and asked me how many players.
Oh, that's weird. Enter. Okay. Yep. Press to enter your high score at the end of the game. Place cursor over letter and press fire button. Okay. All right.
I'm not doing so well at this, huh?
Let's see. Okay.
Have you got a CoCoVGA in that?
This is actually Mame.
Oh, mate. Yep.
This is running on my arcade machine downstairs.
All right.
Monkey.
All right.
Tell you what, Popstar's a lot of fun to play on here, though.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
On the big screen.
I like playing Popstar Pilot on my 46-inch TV.
Yeah, that and arcade controls too.
Oh, that's true.
That does help.
And Digger plays really good on here too, also.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ah! Oh! Oh my goodness. This is the 4th monkey picture from Chet Simpson.
I like monkeys.
Yeah.
It's just like that little kid that he said, I like turtles, and he became an internet star. Nobody cares when you say, I like monkeys.
Well, we're very close to monkeys.
Yeah, we are.
Did you get past level 1?
Finally, yeah.
All right.
It's like getting to second base, man.
Chet, you got such a way with words.
Eh, depends on what your perspective is, man.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Okay. This is actually a pretty good, pretty responsive game for Coco 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, it was the best Donkey Kong for a long time, wasn't it?
Oh no! I thought for sure I had made that jump. You said to hit enter?
That's what I did, and then I got it to asking how many players again, but
Oh. Okay, I got it. Oh. Nope.
Actually, for this competition, it's going to be hard for a lot of people to have a video of the game. Why don't they just take a photo of the high score screen?
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Oh, that's all. Okay, because that's all I'll be able to do.
Yeah. Nick and Curtis kept trying to make the contest complicated. They're like, oh, you gotta use this controller, and you gotta.
Not me. Oh, the other Nick.
The other Nick. Yeah, just post a picture with your phone. That'd be enough.
Blah 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 blah.
Ah! Oh! Here, let me make this screen. Let me make this bigger.
you're killing me over here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here. I'm gonna encroach on your square, James. Okay.
How are those bugs going, Chet?
Oh, just absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's a major pain in the ass. I actually thought I made some headway. What was it, Wednesday? When I finally got a chance to work on it for a couple hours throughout the evening, and it started blowing up right away. I was like, oh well, screw you then.
I reckon.
So, but I'll get it once I've got that found and a couple of other things done. It'll go through. I don't know, about a week more of testing, do some stress tests and stuff, because I've got stuff that actually plays scripts back through the input, so I can have it go through and replay a lot of the stuff in the levels that I've recorded, so I can I'll have it do that over and over and over again, and do some stress testing and see how it works. And once I'm satisfied with that, it'll go out.
Yeah. Get the two monkeys behind you to test it for you.
Yeah. Not sure they're up for the task.
When they stop smelling each other's asses for a while and get some work done.
That's right.
Yeah, well, chimps love sniffing ass.
That's true.
Isn't that always the way?
That's what they say. Oh dear. Ah.
Yeah, this one's pretty enthused. He's got a lot of interest, man. He's definitely knows how to pick a hobby. I mean, but and for all we know, I mean, this could be like medical school for chimps. I mean, who knows?
Sure, it's anatomy.
I mean, he could be like an award-winning proctologist, and we'd never know.
Cannot do this. Very tough game.
I was never a fan of Donkey Kong.
I don't know how many times I ever made it through all 4 screens.
Yeah, yeah. If you play the original, like Sockmasters, which is the original, it's really hard, and that
Yeah.
it always was hard, and that's why I never liked the arcade Donkey Kong. This one, the King, at least it's a bit easier, so you can have more fun with this one actually. But yeah,
I remember. I guess I was lucky because the the one down. Let's see, what was it? It wasn't it was some kind of ice cream place. It was across the street from the food and deli. Down when I was in Yuma. So the you know the plexiglass that they had on
Yeah.
the front. Well, it wasn't completely attached, so you could actually lift it up. And if you just reached your hand down there, you could flip up a few credits. So yeah, we played that game a lot. So you got pretty good at it. So I mean, I guess my perspective is kind of biased and skewed because I got my shit for free.
Yeah, you got it for free.
some of those early arcade machines, you could flick the power switch off and on real quickly, and sometimes they would come back with more credits.
Yep.
Used to do that a lot.
We used a pull cue to hit the Pac-Man game in the coin selector, the coin return. And
Okay.
you get an extra credit every time you hit it with the with the pull cue. So I got thrown out of the arcade a couple times doing that.
Sometimes a really powerful magnet would work too.
Yeah.
They sometimes they'd get cheap.
Sometimes those barbecue fire starters, those ones that made the sparks to light the fire. Sometimes one of those just near the bottom of the arcade cabinet, you flick a few fires, and the sparks would interfere with the machine. It would suddenly just crack up, and it might reboot with more credits. That was fun.
These kids today, they don't appreciate it.
No,
That's
they
right.
Well, they can't do it anyway nowadays. But
I mean, they get all their free shit without actually having to steal it. I mean, what
Yeah.
is up with that? We had to steal our stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
we were a lot more skilled.
Oops.
Oops, someone fell over.
Yeah, my phone fell over.
Yeah, I think we need to get you a StarTech device. I posted a link, Tom. Oh Jesus.
I have capture devices. I don't have one down here.
Well, you need another one. Well, I almost made it past level 1, but I made a bad move.
Yeah,
Oh,
almost.
Briza. Briza.
Hey, what's up, Briza?
Finally, someone who could translate Nick Marentes. We can't understand what he's saying.
Oh, good. I can get off my head and I can talk to him properly.
Briza?
Yo, guys.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome to After Dark or afternoon, depending on where you are.
Yeah, afternoon.
Afternoon, yep.
After tea.
No, they don't have that. That's England. We have beer here.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a men's
see what
drink.
we actually do. We do tea
Yeah,
at work.
for
So. Yeah, we have Nutella, far superior.
We
Briza,
have that black
Briza will
gold.
beat us all in the Donkey King Challenge.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good with those monkeys.
So, what is... different versions of the Donkey Kong?
Yeah, this was one of this was one of the first games that I got after I got my my disc system, and it was impressive. I mean, compared to everything else that.
Yeah, this was. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, oh shoot! I think this is pretty hard.
It's easier than the arcade one though.
Maybe it's a. I have trouble when the barrels don't act exactly as they do on the arcade version. I get really thrown off, and they are different on this game.
Yeah, they obviously didn't decide to follow the arcade game exact.
Yeah, extra value, man. You gotta learn. You gotta do it all over again.
Yeah.
Not gonna be easy
I
for you.
got one peg to go, and I'm going to run out of time.
I remember the arcade. You could put your hand at the top of a ladder or something like that, and the barrel would go by. And I tried that on this, and I was like, "Oh crap! It doesn't work."
Huh.
Ah, shit. Gotta restart the download.
The a local restaurant had a rip-off of Donkey Kong. What was that called? It was.
There were a few back then.
Yeah, it was.
I think I know which one you mean. What was it? Crazy Kong.
Crazy Kong, yeah, it was the most common
Crazy.
bootleg.
Yep, Crazy Kong. And it had bugs.
Yeah. Hey Chet, did you see my the video I put in Discord for that movie Kenny? Have you seen Kenny, Briza?
Oh, you mean the toilet man?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, he's a funny Jacobson or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and there's one I'll see if I can find it on the internet, and I'll just share the screen. Chet will love this. Hang on.
Yeah, he's got that kind of warped sense of humor, hasn't
Oh yeah, it's a brilliant movie.
Yeah. Are you?
Give me a second. I'll just find it. It only goes for the part I'll show you only goes for a sec or so.
Well,
If I can find it.
Damn it.
Where the hell is it?
Great stuff. Now I've got to sit there and try and. So what is this game here? The King, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, the King, man, Donkey King.
It was called something else originally, wasn't it?
It was called Donkey King to begin with, and they changed
Donkey
it to the
King.
King.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that should be the Tom Mix version, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody needs to step up and play Donkey Monkey.
I'm looking for it.
Donkey Monkey.
So I can try and. I'm going to play that one because that's the 32K version, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon that was. Oh. Who made? Oh.
It
who made?
Didn't
who made
look
that
as
version?
good.
Oh dear.
Somebody should be embarrassed.
Cannot.
Donkey Monkey. That's the one.
Donkey Monkey.
No, it wouldn't come up.
So so I think there was like a couple people on the Facebook that were looking for like disc controllers and stuff. There's like 13 of them up on eBay now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was looking.
I bet you they're all bidded by David Ladd.
No, not yet. Anyway. So yeah, because I did a quick search. Was it yesterday or and the first couple were new discounts. I'm like, wait a minute, it's like I just saw like 3 or 4, and then I just started going through the list. I was like, okay, watch. But when I got home, I'm like, I started counting them up. I'm like, okay, well, there's like 13 of them, and 2 of them come with disc drives. And they range from like 30 to 70 bucks, depending on which one they are. But I mean, they're all the 500, the 501, 502s, and the old. I think there's actually a couple of the old 12 volts up there too.
posted the link to pictures for Donkey Monkey on
Donkey Monkey.
Curtis Boyle's site in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Donkey Monkey.
I put the link to that video I was telling you about, Chet. Have a look at that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
brilliant.
Yes.
I've got that on DVD. I'm going to watch it this week. The only reason it came up was because I downloaded what do you call it? That game Outhouse. And the first thing I thought, hang on, that reminds me of that movie.
Okay. I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hey, what happened? Oh, here it is. Yeah.
You still got that keyboard taped to the top of it, man. What's up with that? Fix your stuff, man. That's embarrassing.
Damn it.
That's terrible.
It works, but it works.
Okay, yeah. You know, I used to see pickup trucks like that. Never ended well.
What's that?
I used to see pickup trucks that they have like the tailgate or the door wired onto it.
Oh, are you watching that video now? Are you?
No, I'm watching Briza's video. I mean, he's got his keyboard taped. He's got a keyboard taped to the top of his CoCo case.
Hang on, I'll just get there. yeah, that one.
That's tragic.
It looks modern.
Man, I'm gonna pay for shipping to have you. I'll pay for the shipping. You send it to me, and I will fix that for you.
He needs the keyboard a bit closer to him. That's the idea of it.
Yeah, well, that's coming. I'm gonna make a couple of keyboard extenders here, because that's what I did back in the day. Mike Holland gave me the case, because that's what he did for his, and actually he soldered it up for me. He came over one night and soldered the extra connectors and all that stuff together for me, and set it with an external keyboard.
Oh, okay.
And so that worked great. I mean, it was the perfect. I don't know where he got the case for, but it was perfect for that. I did that. Well, that was like what, 87. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some of those up. I'll send you one, Briza, because you really need it.
But you've got that problem, Briza, because you have a problem with the connector. I think you said.
Yeah, the Mylar, if I pull it over too far, the keys don't work. So I've got to have it exactly where it's sitting now, and the keys work.
Well, I'll get you a case that's big enough where you can actually do whatever you want with it. And you just plug it in this little connection. Once you do that, you can reposition it how you want. Then you won't have to worry about it because it'll be in that case. We're gonna get you fixed. Yeah, we're gonna get you fixed up, man. In fact, I got this keyboard over here. It has 0 springs in it. It's got a great Mylar. I will send it to you because I can't look at that. That's just too tragic, man. That's like driving by an accident on the freeway.
That's good. This game is crap. This Donkey Monkey, the controls are wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now look. What's going on?
There's a reason it wasn't that popular.
Yeah, you go up the ladder and it seems to stop.
Yeah, I didn't even bother pirating it, so I mean, it can't be that good.
I was gonna say, why did you bother playing that one?
Because no one else was.
No, I told him to. We're all actually playing Donkey King, dude. I'm just messing with you.
I thought I'd give this one a go. I've never played this.
Oh, it's terrible.
Well,
and I can understand now why.
I haven't played. Well, no, I think I've played that years ago, but I think my verdict was about the same as yours.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I got that on a collection of on a disc with let's see, it was that Tut's Tomb, Cashman, and Buzzard Bait. And I'm sitting there, I played the hell out of them. I ordered all 4 of them. They were just,
I had Donkey King. I I actually bought that, and Lancer instead of Buzzard Bait, and
Ah, fuck.
Robotac was the other one I played a lot.
Shit.
I look like Robotron, but I don't play like Robotron.
Yeah, those I wouldn't mind getting the original discs of those again. Those were those were fantastic games.
Yeah, I had I think Lancer and Robotac were on cassette because I didn't have a disc drive yet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also had like a computerware version of Moon Patrol. I think it was called Moonhopper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I really wished I had gotten the Spectral Associates one. What was that one? Lunar Rover Patrol.
Yeah,
that looked so much better.
Oh, it was.
I wonder. No, that one's going. No.
Yeah, I had that one on cassette, and I had Whirlybird Run on ROM pack. That one I actually bought at a local computer store when I was in Yuma, Arizona.
Whirlybird on ROM pack?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I didn't know they had that one on ROM.
Yeah, they offered it on ROM. In fact, I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that it was actually listed as an option in the
the
original ads.
What was it, Antico or whatever was the other one that I knew of that had ROM pack games.
Oh! So it was, and the great thing about that was that you could run it at high speed. Double speed because it was on the ROM. So that made the game even better once I figured that out. And that was a spectacular game. Yeah, there was this computer shop. It only had a handful of Coco things. It had the Cashman and a few other games, and then I think it had some a couple of Radio Shack products. But Whirlybird Run was one of the third-party games that it had in there.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game. Now I had of the Tandy ones, I had Space Assault, the Fart Invaders, I called it. And that was the weirdest, but in a kind of a quirky way, Space Invaders game. And I had, what was the Steve York Pac-Man-ish thing?
Megabug.
Megabug, yeah. Oh man, I played the hell out of that one. I rolled the score over 4 times once, if I remember right. My eyes felt like there was gravel in them by the time I was done. Oh, he made it to the top. Don't screw up. Don't screw up.
Let's see here. Let's go to October of 83.
Mr. Inman, should I let Mr. Furman in, Michael?
Oh, yes, please, if you don't mind.
You got it. Yep, no, I got it.
Mikey.
Good evening, Michael.
Yay!
I play the other one better than that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Unless it's...
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
How do I share this thing?
Yeah, you're there. We hear you.
Oh, these fire things are aggressive.
Play the real version.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Sock Masters.
Yeah, that's the one.
Good night. Ben Drakes is heading. Says good luck saving the girl from the monkey.
Sure.
It's an ape, not a monkey. Or more. Actually, no. Is he a gorilla or is he an innate? Gorilla.
Yeah.
No, who gives a fuck? He's hairy.
Who cares? It's a baboon either way.
A baboon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are we talking about David?
Ah.
I should Photoshop him.
Oops.
I could make him like I could Photoshop him into a Joker.
Oh dear.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd do like the old school Joker or maybe kind of like the Joaquin Phoenix
There we go.
Joker.
Oh no.
Much better.
Mikey, you gonna play a game?
Yeah. Except I may have to rejoin.
At
Let's
least
see.
that one's got more than 4 colors.
Yeah, it's not seeing my camera, the virtual camera.
Oh.
I guess I'll rejoin. Be right back.
Come on back. Oh dear.
Yeah, those barrels, they're a little hard to avoid at times.
There's way too many barrels.
Yeah, it's worse than the arcade at times.
I think so. Because it gives you 3 in a row. How are you supposed to avoid that?
Yeah, and some of the collision detection is pretty favorable, though.
That's true. I do appreciate that part. Uh-oh. Oh no. Ah.
Oh.
I need a decent joystick.
Get one of those joypads, man. Those things are awesome.
Which kind of? Like Sega? I'm using Genesis joystick.
Oh. Okay, it's just you then.
Oh.
It's the only other option here.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to Briza. It's like those little joypads, man. Those things are freaking awesome.
Oh, my key is back. Here we go. Okay.
There we are.
What was the best Galaxian game? I'm sitting here looking through.
Galagon? Or
Yeah,
Galaga.
Galaga.
Galaga was the best one. Tom Mix.
Yeah,
Well,
the
Spectral Associates. One of the
Galaxians
two.
was, I was always a fan of the Galaxians arcade game.
That was another one of the early ones that I got.
I still have my original disc for Donkey King, and it came in I remember it came in a little plastic bag. It wasn't a Ziploc like some of them, but it had an orange photocopied insert for the cover. No, it was pretty simple packaging.
Yep.
Glaxons.
Galaxons, yeah.
Mark Data Products.
All right, we got Mikey.
See if this works.
I can see your screen. Load 'em donkey.
Not working.
Not working?
Oh.
Are you
got stripes?
No, that means it's working.
That's right.
That's actually
Press enter.
That's actually how it starts.
All right.
Press enter.
That's the red or blue
Yeah.
screen
You
choice,
do need
isn't it?
need to be in the alternate color set for Coco 3.
But he's running an emulator.
Oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it depends on what you're emulating, though.
Yeah, it's the other alternate set.
Oh.
Damn it.
Uh-oh, you're dead.
It's really challenging.
Oh, that's ugly.
Is that VCC?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's come up like a Coco 3, so...
You do need, yeah, I think you want the other.
Yeah, you have to do the F1 restart.
How the heck do I do
Well, you
that
can just
here?
flip it. Can't you just flip the colors in VCC?
I don't know if you can, no.
I don't think so.
No?
So
there's no option for that. If
I could
if I
swear.
remember,
No.
I don't know.
But if you
You
hold
got-
F1 key down
Whatever that
and,
is.
and do a restart and load it again, it might work.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is very random.
It doesn't have an option for.
No, right now, hold F1, do a restart.
Yep.
Oh.
Hold the F1 and restart.
File, hard reset.
Oh, now that thing's going to decide not to work.
See if I'll start up my VCC and see if it actually is in there.
Huh?
No, should work the other way over.
Well, you made it up there again.
Oh, it worked. Now press enter.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! What's
That looks
what's
Blood
going
red
on?
monkey.
Yeah.
Does this have keyboard control?
No.
No.
You have to configure it for
All right,
your
then let me do a little
joypad or
more
whatever the heck you
configuration
got.
here. Just use the
Oh,
keyboard.
dear. We want this.
Is it left or right, or for one player?
Gee. I don't know. Try right and see how you go.
We'll find out.
Pardon me. Ooh. What have you got the VGA thing going, have you?
He's got VCC running.
No.
Oh.
How do I? What? What are the
I was
controls?
about to say, because the colours are never that bloody nice, blue and
Oh.
red.
Hang on a sec. I need to check my configuration again.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, F1? No, I can't push F1.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to pick something else.
Well, you can just play it in the reverse colors, I guess.
I'm just gonna use
No, but-
spacebar for a fire button. All right.
Yep, you're doing so much better now.
That's better.
Micro deal. That's who does
I
the
gotta kill these guys.
Monkey Kong, wasn't it?
What's this thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
grab it. There we go.
Where are you? Oh, here it is. Should be in here.
Oh, I got killed.
Yeah, I thought you got it. Maybe it ran out.
Oh, okay. What's going on here?
I should get my other keyboard. That'll make this better.
Okay.
So who's the troll restream bot, huh?
Oh, am I blocking your window?
Okay. Ow. Far out.
Come on, go up.
Not
can't
while
go
you
up?
got the hammer.
You can't go up when you have the hammer?
No, it'll run out in a sec.
Oh.
Now.
Ah!
And then you got to watch it.
I should get the other keyboard.
Now watch out when the hammer runs out. Go for the ladder. It's going to run out right now.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, I told you. For me, it's just frustration after frustration.
Did somebody say placenta? Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes a great smoothie.
Jeez.
CoCoTALK After Dark.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Placenta.
Where the is it?
Now, get away from the edge there. Because the thing's going to run out like it did
It just
then.
ran out.
Oh. Oh, here
I was just trying to go for the ladder.
Yeah, but not till the hammer disappears.
Right.
All right, fine.
So you got to jump the barrel when the hammer runs out.
Oh, man.
Have you jumped any barrels yet?
No,
Ah, well, you better practice that.
this is a practice game.
Hey, I got 21,000 and made the high score, at least.
Okay, get ready to go to the right a bit and get ready to jump over barrels. Okay, now that's it, and another one. You did one good.
I need to get my. All right, this guy's gonna die. Let me go across the room and get a real keyboard.
I've got one here. It's taped to the top of the case. It looks good. Oh, I was about to say, what happened to the colours? Come on. Select players. One.
All right, I got the keyboard here. Nice Model M.
Oh, jeez. Here's Monkey Kong. Okay.
Can I increase the resolution on this a little bit?
Yeah, the resolution. What's up with that?
Okay, let me do that. I'm using a software that presents the. We'll try this.
Yeah, this game's too easy. There's no hardness in it.
That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
Yeah. Oh, you's gonna give me this shit.
Oh,
Hey, come off of that.
And that's what he said.
How is it that I have the top score over Tom Mix? Now I'm at 21,000.
Pretty good.
Maybe this game is harder than it's alleged.
Oh, yeah, right. Come on.
Yeah, this
That's
isn't
the screen I had trouble with.
It's
the spring things that bounce.
You gotta hit the
across.
one and the end like 50 times.
Where'd it go?
Okay. This one's. Feel sorry for the dragon users. This is what they had.
That's all they had. Oh dear. Oh.
That's what,
Well, they
that's
had
what she
Donkey
said.
King as well, but
That's what she said.
Uh.
Oh, come on.
I can't see your screen's whiting out the sensor, so we can't see it, Briza. But
What do you mean?
I don't know if
you
you can
sharing,
lower.
or?
Can you lower the brightness on the CM8 because it's blinding?
Oh.
it's not. It's the camera.
It's the cam.
Nah.
Well, if you lower the brightness, you might be able to.
How's that?
I can't. Oh, that's.
Nah, it's
Yeah, I
the
can see
camera
it.
that needs.
You can see it a little bit better, but not very well. Yeah.
The contrast. There. That's as low
It's
as I
really
can get the
it's really the
contrast.
brightness, but you may not want to play
Oh.
it if it's too dark. So it's,
Can you zoom your camera in to be closer to the screen?
Oh, it's wrong.
Where's the menus for it?
I don't know.
There we go. Video settings.
Oops.
Okay, what's this? Yeah, touch open spheres.
Hang on.
Virtual background, no. What is original ratio? What's that? How's that? That looks a bit
I may
better.
have to do this.
Yeah, that's way better. I prefer that.
Looks like it's messed up.
No. Oh, we don't see anything now.
Oh, it's just got a timer on it.
Uh-oh. Wonder if there's a pop. Ah.
Spotlight my video when I speak.
Oh, L. Curtis Boyle.
Nah, I don't know. An
Oh
agent.
wait, I have to do the whatchamacallit.
Oh, is that a bit
F1
better?
and F9, I think it is.
Oh, come on. What do you do that for?
Wow.
I've got to bash the computer to get the display to work.
If you hit it on the side of the monitor like Sockmaster, sometimes it'll work.
No, it's the actual computer. It's dodgy.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, girls?
Not too bad. I was gonna try
Time to
Donkey
leave.
King here too. If I can figure out how to switch my camera.
Oh, let's do it. It's not as easy as it looks.
This is one of the easiest versions of Donkey Kong you could play.
Briza's playing Monkey Kong though, aren't you?
Nah, this is the Dragon version.
Yeah, but it's not the king. You're not playing the king.
I need a joystick to play that, and this one here is shit.
Gallery.
Oh, you... Will you stop doing that?
What did you say your high score was there, Rob?
I got to 20. My score is PPPP because I couldn't figure out how to do Rob, but it's 21,900 is my current high score on non-practice mode.
Yeah, I've got 22.8 on mine because I did a couple practice runs.
Okay, now. I might have to use the Black Beauty, I reckon.
Actually, I'm using my deluxe because I don't know where my Black Beauties are at the moment.
I reckon I'm going to use the Black Beauty.
No, come on.
Somebody's sound is picking up really well.
So don't even bother playing this version because it's just too easy.
Which version are you playing?
The Dragon version, Ken Kalish's version.
Monkey Kong.
Yeah. It's so that us poor power users can get some colour. But look how fat the bloody main character is.
I can't see anything but a bright nuclear
Yeah.
green coming from your monitor.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
will you? Oh.
I mean, at this point, I'm getting the urge to tell you not to go towards the light.
Now, well, I've turned the contrast down.
And is Carol Ann in there?
Yeah,
I'll let
there
you
you
know.
go. That looks
Yeah,
better.
right. That's much better. Let me pin this up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. That I mean, honestly, as much as this game sucks, you should probably turn the brightness back up.
Swear I will.
Oh, that's terrible.
What
What are you
the
talking
hell is
about? It's
that
terrible.
monkey doing?
All I can see is a little blur from whatever's running back and forth.
Oh dear, I'm screwed.
At least I got the jump mechanic down though. That looks pretty cool.
No.
Ow.
All right.
There's
so
no
you can't
barrel.
wait till the last second.
The difficulty doesn't really go up in this one.
Yeah, this game didn't really go over well with procrastinators back in the day.
No, look at this. The higher you get in, the difficulty level goes down.
Really?
That's kind of a reward, man.
Like I'd expect it to be a bit.
That's the built-in AI. It's got pity.
There, I just finished the second one.
Second what? Level?
Screen, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Get rid of this. I will try this king again.
You running that on your Coco, Curtis? Or you
Yeah,
had-
my real Coco on my composite Magnavox.
Aha, so you went and picked it up.
Yeah.
It all worked.
So far, so good.
Does it look better than a CM8 with that higher dot pitch on the RGB?
Yep.
Does.
That's basically the same as one of the Amiga monitors.
What am I?
Yeah. I think they're a 0.28 dot pitch.
But
Which one?
Didn't Magnavox make the CM8 as well?
CM8 was 0.54. Magnavox was 0.42. My neck multisync was 0.28, but it doesn't do composite.
I have the other Amiga monitor, the one that came before that one.
Is that the clone of the 8515?
The 1080.
8505?
No, it's 80. No, I can't remember the numbers anymore. That's it's sitting right over here, but I'm not getting up to look at it.
Real keyboard helps. Yes, I'm playing with the keyboard instead of a joystick. I think I better stay here and do some jumping. Oh no.
Helps if you're running.
What the hell did I do that for?
We lack discipline.
All I can see from Briza is a black and white blur on the screen.
Ew.
Oh, the flame is at the top. Oh, man.
That's what I said. How are you supposed to get past the flame? Once it's up the top there, you're screwed.
I think you can, if you haven't used the hammer, you can hit it from below, but you're pretty much screwed, I think. Oh, man.
No. Again.
No wonder I hated this version.
Yeah.
Can you jump 2 barrels in a row?
What's
that? Yes.
When you can.
You can.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened there?
It depends on how far apart they are. There's when they're right next to each other, and then where they're like spaced one apart. Yeah, and when they're spaced one apart, you can't. Oh man, getting past the fire once at the top is a pain. Yeah, I think you could try using the hammer, but I don't know. You must have your mic close to the
No, I just got my speakers on really loud.
What's going on here? Why won't it?
Yeah, you got to jump straight up to get those.
Getting a little farther.
Uh-oh. Get up, up. Grab. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
You beat the flame.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
I had a homemade amplifier inside of my CoCo because I had a composite monitor and a little speaker in there and a volume
Game
control.
over.
Oh.
And it could get
Hang on,
kind of
no.
loud too. Oh, you missed it.
Yeah, for a bit there. I'm going to try and do a super jump here, too.
super jump.
All right, I gotta take off for a bit. I'll be back in like 15 or so.
All right.
You guys are still here. I'll keep trying.
Okay, you guys want to see the super jump?
Do it. Isn't that the jump off the wall? Oh, that.
Hey, how do I get down the ladder?
That's not a super jump. That's a super fall.
No, it's just jumping down.
No, he's not. You don't jump down. Gravity pulls your ass down. You jump up.
No, you can jump down. You go down faster.
Yeah. You broke her ass, and you know you did.
But you didn't push yourself down. You pushed yourself up, and then gravity took over.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Potato. Jumping, falling.
Oh.
Man, there's a lot of barrels.
Yeah, that's where knowing whether you're falling or jumping becomes important.
Oh, the barrel that goes back and forth does a lot more swinging than the arcade game, if I remember right. The arcade game is a little more of straight, I think.
Oh, come on. Where's this thing going?
Impressive.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, give me some more points. Elevators.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I think the elevators is the one I always had trouble with. On the arcade, you could get to the where it would bounce over you. Does it do that on this one? I can't. I think I had issues trying to do some of the arcade tricks.
Ah, shoot.
It didn't
that
like
jumping over I don't think works on Donkey King that I remember.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I had a hell of a.
Or it's very exacting, one of the two. I usually don't risk it.
Oh, that stupid fire.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Why didn't it like that? That was dumb.
I got robbed.
I think I ended up jumping over to the bottom all the time. Last man.
Yeah. Not doing too well on this level.
65495, is that the high speed poke?
For ROM, yeah. Won't do anything on Donkey
I'm on a
Kong.
Coco 3.
You need
65497.
497, that's it.
Oh, come on. Yeah, shocking.
Damn it.
There.
I think this is about where I always died.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. Well done.
You got to the high level, Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty good at this game, but like Nick was mentioning before, because I was hearing you guys in the car, I haven't played it so long, I've kind of lost most of my skills.
You definitely need colour for this game. You play black and white, and it's crap.
I'm playing it in colour on my NTSC.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to hook that up. I'll have to hook
the high clock speed.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem. It seems like it would be harder.
It is.
Yeah. Hook mine up.
But at least the man moves faster.
much for the super jump.
No, I think it still works. Except I can't do it if he's on the ladder. Shoot. Ah, nuts.
Now now you've done it.
I
Now
gotta do
you've
it the
done it. You have
old-fashioned
to
way.
do them all.
It's too hard in high clock.
What?
I give up.
Well, you know, take it down a notch. Uh-oh. Oh, there. Ah! Mm.
Oh, come on.
Mm.
Oops. Thought I was going to make it to the 5 factory. Darn.
How many levels are there?
36,300.
Oh, you have 36,000?
Yeah, but I'm dead now.
Oh, you should take a picture of that, though, if that's going to be your score.
Can you read it on the screen there?
Yeah, you can read it. I mean, oh, you want me to take a picture?
Oh, yeah, because I'm streaming from my phone, so it's running video.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of far away there.
Oh, well, I can't. I have it on speaker view, so when James is talking, I can't do it.
There.
Nobody talk.
There it is.
No.
Over here. Will it pick up my noise?
Well, if you put your name in correctly, it'll show you on the high score screen.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
There you go.
Got to play with the
Oh.
real color.
Hold on, let me. Okay. Spotlight. Oh, high score
Look at that.
LCB.
Is that? Oh no, that's the wrong color. Said, isn't it?
Oh, well, can't take a picture of it now. Well, what do you want me to take a picture of?
I gotta wait for it to go through its.
Oh,
there
okay. Oh shit. Hold on. Pressure.
There.
Ah. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put it in Discord. High score. High score. Screenshots. Good.
And you can tell I played it on a real Coco because of that ugly purple screen.
That's right. Yeah, Tom Mix took a couple shortcuts using the VDG, didn't he?
No, it's more like Candy did.
Oh, you think they were
There we go.
trying to fit it on one disc or something?
That's much better. In color. Now I'm a real Coco user.
The hell with that keyboard.
Oh. Oh, you've bloody come off again.
Okay, I found a bug. Well, when you're doing the rivet screen, if you're on the top platform, how do you get back down the ladder? It doesn't go back down.
What do you mean?
It doesn't go down. Of course it does.
I can't go down.
What joystick are you playing with?
Oh, I've got the Wyco, but I can go up and down a ladder.
Ah, damn it. Ah.
Sakes, this bloody pissed me off joystick for I think.
I love Briza's color commentary play-by-play there.
I don't blame it. They probably saw what you did to the keyboard.
Look at it. Look.
Oh man.
Look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, the other one's jealous.
I can't get around the fire.
I've hooked up my NTC. I got sick of black and white.
Oh.
Poor man's bloody Coco, that is.
This is not. Oh my god. I'm gonna run out of time. Oh.
Okay.
I don't remember getting to the Pie Factory a lot.
No, that was hard.
Why can't
I
get
know I
this
got
thing?
there, but not very often.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Must be. This copy must be buggy because I can't get past the demo now.
You gotta hold down the key.
Yeah, hold it down.
Oh.
Which key?
Enter.
Enter, for example.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
not constantly polling it, so.
Because I keep pressing the fire button and nothing was happening. Look.
Oh,
Number
you
one.
got a whole lot of barrels going on.
Yep.
Okay, now.
That was not gonna end well.
No.
No.
Jump.
Ah, jeez.
Shit.
I used to have that down to a fine art jump.
Yeah, you could score points on it. Yeah.
And not die.
Uh-huh.
I hate this version.
I hate Donkey Kong in general.
I prefer
I've
the
never been
original
a real-
arcade.
I liked Donkey Kong, but I was never really good at it.
No, I mean, same here.
It's like me with Defender. Love the game,
Oh,
terrible
no.
at it.
I knew a guy that, I mean, he could play it on a couple quarters for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
And it's like me, I couldn't last 5 minutes.
Damn, I played it for hours on no quarters.
Well,
I think your friend got gypped. Oh, cool.
Yeah, no. You can sack that game.
Now, I was a fan of Joust.
Nah, I've had it.
And what the hell was
I've
the other
got
one?
the usual Donkey Kongitis.
Oh,
Donkey
you're
Kong
in trouble. Oh, man.
Definitely got to get your hands on some 6309 chips.
Oh. This game's too
Oh.
much. Oh.
Shipping to Australia might be kind of expensive.
That's the worst game I've had today.
Oh, 6309, huh?
Got to get some off for Richard,
Let's see here.
so I can get my NTCSC, this NT unit working with a 6309.
Okay, that's 8586 or 65816. And this is the hell is this?
Who did Outhouse? What company?
Pick.
Computer Shack or Mictron, depending on. when
Yeah,
you
Radio
sold it.
Shack, wasn't it? And Mictron.
Computer Shack, not Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got sued for being too close to the shack.
Oh, okay.
Little did they know, all they had to do was wait 20 years and they'd be going under anyway.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna play Outhouse.
HD 63B09 EP.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, I've got a 6309 here.
So Nick,
Yo.
do you remember who it was that were talking to that time? They wanted your bloody the rack DigiScan or whatever you call it that you made. Who was it that was interested in one of those?
Oh gosh. Yeah. Was that
guy? Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering who it was. I forgot who it was. Okay.
You've really got to split the difference between the ladders so you don't get hit with all the... Oh, shit. Oh.
No, that's an outhouse.
Well.
I hate that music.
Oh no. Oh.
But then I hate that game overall. Stock Masters is better. At least I can get past the whatever amount of screens there is.
Well, I think the joystick controls are a little better on his.
They were. They're more precise and you can go up the ladder without having to actually stop and then point up.
Oh. Oh.
Nah.
That's what I didn't like. You got to scroll through the whole bloody lot. Why couldn't they just go up and down with the joystick when you put your name in? Would have made it a lot quicker.
I think he did in Sailor Man, didn't he? He just didn't think of it for Donkey King.
Yeah, because it's bloody tedious having to go through it like that.
Well, he duplicated kind of how arcades work, and
I noticed that with the arcade Donkey Kong, you got to do the same thing.
yeah. So, Briza, drop me a message on Discord. I have a 6309 that I might be willing to part with.
Okay. Who am I talking to at the moment?
James Difford.
This is James.
Who?
James Diffendaffer.
James? Okay, where's this thing?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that monkey behind you.
Hey, you know the game Outhouse, Curtis, is done by a Jay Weaver, I think.
Yeah,
his
Jay
name
Weaver
is.
Jr. Yeah.
He's the guy who also did the Zap program.
Oh, for the Model 1, you mean?
Yeah, Zap, the disc zapper I used to fix the that faulty disc.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just saw the name there. Actually, Outhouse on the Coco patch for the Coco 3 comes up really good on the RGB screen.
Yeah, it does. It's fantastic.
He's actually, it's been patched really well.
Yeah, that's because he actually lined up all the shapes to be on the actual,
it's
even
really
pixel
good.
boundaries. Whereas Donkey King's a mix.
Yeah.
Oh, burp. I'm doing better censoring myself this time around anyway.
Yeah.
Now you're just showing off, Curtis.
No, I'm not. I'm dying like crazy.
It's funny, you have a really good game and then it's like you can't do anything right.
Yep. Of course, I'll blame the game for that, not me, but...
Oh, crap. Here's the Mega Barrels lineup.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to make that one.
You weren't
Hey,
getting
Briza,
through
how
that.
far did you get in Donkey Monkey?
Which one's that one?
The one you didn't like from the dragon.
32K.
Oh,
But
the
ugly
dragon one.
screens.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
ended up getting further into that.
No, not the green one. The other black and white, red, blue one
Oh, now that
with the
now I've
piano
got an
playing
actual.
gorilla.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna load that one back up because I've got colour now. Like I said, I'm joining the real world of Coco users. So
Because on Donkey Monkey you can steer your jumps, which is unique.
Monkey Dunk, Donkey Monkey.
Donkey monkey.
Because you can change direction in midair.
I
There
posted
it
the
is.
links to Curtis's
J
site, but
Warfare.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll soon find out. Oh, how far I get. Hurry up, get up there. I don't know how far I got on this one. I think it was the controls were a bit weird and it was all over the show. Oh yeah, the collision detection. The thing's about half a bite or something away from you, it still kills you.
Did you make it up to the combo screen, which is an elevator rivets combined? Or sorry, elevator barrels?
I have not.
So look, I died there. What happened there?
You died. You just
Yeah,
told
but-
us.
But I died for no reason. There's nothing there. That's why I got. I think I got the shits with this game because I was dying for no reason.
Yeah, but it looks like Poltergeist from this side of this.
It's probably a cheap knockoff of it.
I thought he fixed it.
Oh, see, look at that. See?
yeah,
So I didn't get anywhere in it. I just kept dying on this one stupid stage.
Sure, it's the game's fault.
Somewhere Tom Mix is smiling.
I think. I
You
think I
move
know what's
really
killing
fast.
me. I think I've worked out what's killing me when I'm going on the sides here. Those things are coming out.
Damn it.
Well, I'm calling it a night. Later, guys.
All
Later,
right,
James.
Later.
James.
Yes. I'll give it another crack and I'll see what I can do with it.
Oh.
Holland's Opus.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is ridiculous. What am I supposed to do here?
What are you supposed to do on what?
No, just it was a rhetorical question. I just had 3 barrels and after me and nowhere to go. There was nobody could help. Oh.
Okay.
Sorry if I had an echo.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh there.
yeah. I'm gonna. That's why this game was never a seller. As Chet said, you die just running over a pivot. Come on.
Hey.
Now. So I don't die that time.
Shit. Oh.
Yeah, finally made it. I think I worked this one out. Quicker you get up to the top right corner and work your way down, better. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
shoot.
just been up here. You're a cheating piece of shit.
Oh, got me.
You can't actually jump in this game when it comes to those. Oh. There. Second one.
Huh?
Here we go. What the? Why didn't it jump, you slurry muncher?
Alrighty
This
then.
is great. The Australian swear words are coming out.
I have no idea what you said, but that was dirty.
Oh, that was.
That's what it is. It's fucking dirty. Slurry muncher. No. Talk about being pathetic, that game.
Huh? No. Oh. Oh, shit.
Speed-wise, I don't mind the speed of it, but I just don't like the joystick controls. It has a mind of its own. So what are we up to here? Oh, is that 20 or 30,000? Looks like a 30. Oh.
I jumped right into it again.
What happened there? Oh. Oh, he's past it. All hail King Curtis for Coco 1-2.
What's Curtis up to?
I think Paul Thayer would kick my ass.
Oh.
Who will?
Paul Thayer.
Why is he good at this one, is he?
Oh,
Was good at a lot of the games, a lot better than I am.
33,000.
No, I like my vertical shooters.
Oh, frick.
Oh, I jumped it and then I didn't jump.
Jump, Mario, jump. Oh, that's it. And now they won't come down to you. See? Cheats.
You're gonna run out of time.
Oh, no.
What do you...
I think Curtis has a strategy, but I don't know what it is. Oh no!
Oh, you...
Are you
Oh, is that
kidding me?
how it does it?
Holy crap!
You cheat. That's not called playing the game in all fairness.
What?
That is just cheating.
I knew he was up to something.
Yeah, because I was wondering why he was standing up there going back and forth like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
We call that being a dingleberry.
Yeah. Okay.
We call that being smart.
That's a pro move right there. Can you do that in Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
I'm in trouble now. Yep.
All right. let's talk. Let's go look at Mikey for a minute here.
Is the quality a little better?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't
may
like
have to.
VCC.
I may have to restart all the
They're
stuff.
not real colours.
It's fine.
They're fake. That's fake colours.
You got a good score. Don't let us distract you. I'm clearly
Right now, wait until this thing wears out, and I have to start. I have to start jumping.
You better be prepared to jump.
Well, get ready to.
I'm clearly not going to win this challenge.
What are you?
I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
Well, careful. Oh, you better move.
See?
How do you have so many guys? Are you in practice mode?
Yes.
Nope. Oh, okay.
I've never played this game before, so like I said earlier.
Yeah, no, it saves you time from having to restart all the time. It's probably good.
Right. Somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Not in practice mode is L. Curtis Boyle.
Yeah, you get free men every 20,000 too. So.
Yeah, guys, it's so easy. Just every 20,000, you'll be fine.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn it!
You jumped too soon.
The Dingleberry.
48,000? What is that?
48,400.
Mamma mia.
Can I get you to take another screenshot?
Yes, I'm prepared.
Okay.
Here, I got the whole. Oh, there you go. I'll take that one. Yeah. You were gonna get disqualified from future contests.
I'm gonna try Donkey Monkey now.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have enough challenge with Donkey King. Clearly.
Well, I haven't made it to the 5 factor. I came close twice.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yes. Fucking bullshit.
Discord.
Oh.
This version's
not fair.
harder than what the whatchamacallit was, the arcade. Oh, hi. No, I should have just waited. Oh, no. Let's be impatient like Stevie would be.
That's me.
Oh.
Trying my best not to rage quit. Oh, you ran away. Alright, fine. I think this hammer's gonna run out soon. Alright. Not yet.
I hate this. I hate it. I do. I hate this.
Oh, that was lucky. That was super lucky. Oh, no.
Oh, shoot. I didn't wait long enough.
Oh.
Whoa.
Mikey's at, what are you, at 89,000 or something?
Yeah, but still doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count, but it's pretty good. I don't know that I could do that well in practice mode.
Get back here.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
Ah. That was a super jump. At least you know one game I'm shit at, and that's this one. I don't take kindly to cheating games. Wait there, what happens if you jump in the fire? Oh, it kills you.
Try it and find out.
I just did. I thought it might have been like the arcade version where it's got some bug in it. You can jump in the fire and it does something.
I jumped right into it.
So which
I think
version?
I'm about ready to call this quits.
Yeah.
I'll just wait here till I die. Keep practicing.
think we're going on 2.5 hours, so we might.
Uh-oh.
We might wrap it up.
So the composite
the
colors.
hammer just ran out.
Well, let's see who is in the live chat. We had Paul Fiscarelli, Al Hartman, Terry Steege. Richard Lorobieski was asking us if we have a social life, another live podcast.
What's this social life thing you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently Richard has one.
Loser.
We had many an assortment, a potpourri of a cornucopia of monkey butts from Chet Simpson. Nick Marotta was in the live chat. Jay Bevran, Mike Sienicki, Dave 6809, Retro Innovations was here, gave us an update on his 2018 and 2019 product releases. Sean Ernest was here in the live chat. Kevin Becker wants to know about my StarTech device that produces perfect video capture off of any input signal, and I provided that. Mikey was here in the chat. Briza, James Diffendaffer, Ben Drakes was here. And we had Tom C.
I'm done.
Tom C on the
time.
panel. Mike Furman. We had Nicholas Marentes. Briza, L. Curtis Boyle, and Chet Simpson. I feel like there's somebody I'm missing, but thank you, whoever it was that I'm forgetting.
Did you say Nick Marentes? You did say him, didn't you?
Yeah, I said him, unfortunately.
Remember Tom? Tom was in here.
Yeah, I said Tom. I feel like someone else, can't remember.
James Diffendaffer was here.
The one that went. Oh, Ron Delvo, he was in here, wasn't he?
Who?
Timberman.
Oh, was
Ron.
Paul Thayer in there? I didn't catch him.
I thought Ron was in here not long ago, because he's the one that turned around.
Oh, Ron Delvaux. I didn't see Ron.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him.
No, I thought he was on this. Okay.
Well, thank you all for joining. I want to remind you that Donkey King is the challenge for next week's Game On CoCoTALK. Your host for Game On is L. Curtis Boyle and Nick Marotta.
Was Nick on today?
Nick Marotta was in the chat tonight.
Oh, he didn't actually take part?
No, he was pretty
I
beat.
didn't catch you guys until you guys were already into it about half an hour or something, so.
Yeah.
He only plays buzzard bait anyway.
Yeah, the inferior joust clone.
He plays joust, doesn't he? He hates the joust.
If you're tuning in to hopefully talk about Drivewire or Nitrous 9, you are out of luck.
I'm right here.
And
yeah,
if
Mikey and I can handle that for you, no problem.
Yeah, if you wanted ham cation.
RS-232, FPGA, woo!
If you wanted more ham cation coverage, you will not find it here tonight.
No.
This was only about Donkey King and monkey butts.
And some other Donkey Monkey, and Monkey Kong I think you guys played.
And the slurry munchers of the Coco world.
That's right. Slurry munchers. We heard. I'm thinking that might be a drunk lesbian, but I'm not sure.
No. Can't say what it is.
Sure. Well, at this point, we've cursed enough.
Yeah.
So, what is a slurry muncher?
You don't want to know.
Oh, really? It's that bad.
I think I can guess.
I can come up with all kinds of different ones. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if they're right.
Well, if you want to know what a slurry muncher is, please write to Briza, care of the Canberra Australian government.
I can't tell you what it is on this. Cause
that is a slurry muncher.
that'll be. It's racism.
Oh, it's has to do with
Racist.
Aboriginal
No.
humor. No?
No, not Aboriginals. No.
Oh, even worse. Something worse. All right. Well, we love all peoples and colors here, and all types of monkeys. That didn't come out right.
No, it didn't.
No. But we do have a theme, and it's a game, and that's what I was talking about. I'm going to compose my Twitter apology now.
Well, Chet didn't tell
So
you,
people
did
have 1 week to get their own scores and screenshots of the scores in.
Yeah. And
And
Chet shaved that monkey's ass and taught it to walk backwards, so you forgot to mention that.
And he called him Stevie.
That's not something that... We don't want to see that thing, Chet. You got another picture or something splash up there? That's just not right.
It's so colorful.
That's not
Did you
even
get
the worst one.
permission from David Ladd to use that?
It's
It looks like a pretty flower, and oh my god!
A pretty flower. And with that note,
sniff it, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
with that note,
CoCoTALK After Dark. CoCoTALK After Dark.
Wow.
And
it's been a while since I've heard that one.
that's our show. Before we get arrested, I want to thank everybody on the panel, direct from the convent. They were here. We didn't keep it clean, but we had some fun.
Did.
Any last words, or should we hit the button?
Hit the
I'm
button,
sure a lot of
Frank.
people beat my score, so go for it, guys.
48,000. You've heard it.
No.
You've heard it here from L. Curtis Boyle. You have 1 week to beat it, and we say good night and good luck.